Welcome to Enchanted Tarot. This is for the sign of Aries. Now, please keep in mind that it is a general reading. That being said, it may or may not resonate with each and every one of you who are watching. So, Aries. I feel like this person here, now it could be you, this person, or it could be the other person that you're thinking of or that is on your mind. Um, I feel like I feel like you guys are having a hard time to get this relationship on its feet or get it going. I feel like this could be your thoughts. You're wondering if you're ever going to get this relationship going. And I feel like there's a lot of confusion for the other person surrounding this action. I feel like Page of Wands reverse. I feel like they get very close and then suddenly change their mind, or they, let's say you have a date but they don't go through with it. With this Page of Wands in reverse, here he is. In reverse, he's a little finicky. There he is in the upright. And this is how he begins his journey, but always ends up this way, okay, in the reverse. And so then we have this Seven of Coins that when it's in the upright is an actual meeting, okay, the secret rendezvous card, but it also ended up in the reverse. And so this is somebody, this person may have a habit of keeping you waiting, or a habit of not showing up, or always changing their mind, not going through with things. Okay. Um, Now, on top of that, interestingly enough, we happen to get the Muse. So there's the Muse. That's what it looks like. And you have it in the reverse. All right. So the Muse is telling this person to use logic and reason. Okay. Um, they maybe they may worry about the risk or the consequences of something. So they could have their, head up. Uh, well, let's just say there's a lot of imagined things going on. Okay, so it feels like, because this card's asking them to use logic and reason, I feel like they're fighting their fears, and it's like they're fighting this temptation that is you. You are the temptation, and they're fighting that temptation because of their fears, but they really want you, and so they approach you, but then they become very afraid and the card goes in the reverse. Okay, and then they don't show. And so over here we have the cartographer in the reverse, and we have the Four of Cups in the reverse. So I feel like they're hoping for another opportunity. Okay. Um, but it comes with the cartographer. So the cartographer is like telling this person, okay, um, you, rather than a traditional four-way crossroads, um, this person, you or they, whoever this energy belongs to, you've been living your life at a crossroads of many different roads. And so you pick up and discard new avenues too quickly for any of them to stick, leaving you full of great ideas, but with nothing to show for it. And so this card is telling them it's time to settle down and focus on just one road, you know, or you'll be constantly directionless. directionless. I think that's better. So, and this card is saying it's time to choose one path, one direction. So it's like make up your mind if you want another chance here. It's like that, you know, because if they keep doing this, you or they, whoever they are, and they're supposed to be this way. So if they keep doing this, eventually, like right now, they're able to come back because someone is letting them in. But eventually that person is going to get tired of this little game and not let them in. And so that's why this card is saying it's time to focus on one direction. It's time to settle down, okay? It's time to choose one path, one direction, because they're like all over the place, okay? And it's like they never go through with anything. But we clearly see that they want another chance with you, or they want this chance with you. I feel like let's see. Let's have a look at the Four of Cups. Okay, I feel like you have it in the reverse, but in the upright, I feel like there was fear here, fear of choosing wrong, fear of being disappointed, fear of being hurt. You know, and I feel like their fears is the obstacle that prevents them from actually going through with anything. So what they really need to look at is that fear or those fears that they have and why, and 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 assess their value here. Okay. And are there any facts here to support what they're fearing? They need to look at that as well. And so you see they're trying to assess a situation. It's almost like they've regrouped, they retreated, regrouped, and they're assessing that situation again. But it's like they don't see the outcome, and that's what frightens them. Okay? So at the bottom here, the Emperor is in the reverse, so it's like feeling powerless. They want to change. They want to change. They don't like being this way. They want to change. Well, if they want to change and they want to transform this situation, they will have to face those fears, okay, that they've been running from. Yeah. And so I feel it is their challenge here is to face those fears and to transform this situation. I feel like they're hoping for a happy outcome or hoping for a good harvest, but and that's how they initially feel when they initially walk out. But then they become overwhelmed by their fears, and then everything goes in the reverse. Okay, and so there's a lot of negative thinking going on here. The question is why? What happened to make them or to give them this view, okay? Or to what happened that created those fears? So an opportunity looks like was lost, but they still want it. The Empress is still here. So they're still looking at the possibility of growth and another chance, which is what they want, which is down here. I feel like they have a great passion for you. I feel like they have not opened up about it. I feel like they keep a lot of things contained and they are very hard to read. But they are eyeing the cup and they do still want it, even though they didn't follow through with something. They didn't follow through. They changed their mind. And so it's like Two of Love is in the reverse. And so with this Page of Wands, the Hierophant, and this Page of Wands again, what we have is that they didn't go through with it. but they're still very interested in you. Look, in both cards of this page, they are both still very interested. Okay, this one looks at the tombstone, so I guess they're them changing their mind and not going through with it. The consequence of that was an ending, most likely. And well, they're looking at the possibility of perhaps bringing it back to life, if that's possible. Because they do have feelings for you. They are interested in you, even though they haven't gone through with what they're supposed to, or at least not yet. So the Hierophant says, well, learn what you need to know about that situation. Why is this happening? How did you end up here again? I feel like again applies to this person for some reason. The Two of Love in reverse. Again, it feels like something keeps repeating, and they're having a hard time to get this relationship going. Okay, and to get it on its feet as well. You would be feeling that energy, but you are also very attracted to this person. Very attracted. Okay. And so they are looking at the idea. They have eyes everywhere, probably watch you, okay, and have eyes everywhere. They're studying the idea of what? Well, of the Page of Cups, and that is telling you how they feel, perhaps. Or making you, oh, I know what it is. It's making you a new promise. I'm going to show up this time, or I'm going to go through with it this time. This could be a new promise like that they're going to make you. Okay? So wait for that. It's coming because it's sitting in the future right here. All right? So with this person, you need patience. Okay, because there's something that happened to them in their past that has made them like that. And they need to, their challenge is to go back and look at that. Okay, and assess that its value. Okay, because it is affecting their life and their view of things, their decisions. It's affecting this relationship. The Six of Swords in the reverse speaks to obstacles. And so looking at that obstacle is something that they need to do. So it's like feeling unable to move forward because of an obstacle, or just too afraid to try. Yeah, see, they want this, they want that 10 of coins, but they're afraid to go for it. And yet, here's the sun. Look at that. There it is in the reverse. You can't see, right? But here it is in the future, and you can see. This could also indicate that there is a happy outcome in the future, that there is this new beginning, or this is what they're hoping for. Because that's the last card on that. So I feel like they're about to get a wake-up call that, I mean, if they don't make a move and they don't actually go through with this new promise, I feel, which sits here also in the future, that they could lose you, that they could lose you. And they definitely don't want that. That's how they see you and them. That's what they're wishing for and hoping for the future, and yet so afraid to show you this kind of emotion and how they feel for you. So afraid to actually step into the relationship. And so here they are. They're fighting off the temptation of you. Okay? They're fighting off the temptation of you, Aries. Here you are, right here. Queen of Wands. And look at that. They're fighting off that temptation that you represent. Okay? But, the heart is going to win in the end. The heart is going to win, and they are going to get that wake up call that, you better you better keep your promise this time or you're going to lose this person. That is what I have for you, Aries. I thank you for watching, for liking, and for sharing my videos, and for subscribing. Also, thank you to everyone who has sent in a donation. It is greatly appreciated. Many blessings to all of you. Bye for now.